Film is a different language. The three things: instinct, creativity, and flexibility. Those three things, they go a long way. You know, if there's so many things that change always, and it's, you know, 10 years, 10 years, 10 years into the future, things will change again. And I don't think it's harder to make films now. It's just different, and you have to find what it is. The whole video thing is so amazing, because it's, when this started happening with the Canon, what was it, the D5, when it started to become like available, I went, oh, I wish I was born now. And that's only like 7 years ago, because this is a complete different animal. We're going into a complete different way of filmmaking. And the other thing is that I think, you know, I really think we should make art. I'm sorry, you know, art, all kinds of art, you know, graffiti art, whatever art. You know, we've lost our voice in the last 30 years to commercial filmmaking. Nobody ever explained to me what that was. I heard Sandra say, we want to change filmmaking. The thing is that if you want to change filmmaking, it's not about just you, it's also an audience. You need to take the audience with you, and where do you find this audience? Because, you know, yeah. This is like the key bridge, that you have to have an audience in order to, you know, to tickle them, to tease them, to make them, to change them, and use your film language. The story and the audience, that's where you try to marry and change filmmaking. So you have to find your own voice. Okay, go ahead, take your time. And you have to find, but finding the audience is the hard one. You can make a film, but it doesn't mean you have an audience. The audience now, and since in the last, you know, since internet, will tell you. They will tell you if you got them, and that's so great, you know. That's really great. That we never knew if we would, only by their applause or in the screening room, you would feel that they were with the film. And now you have an audience who has nothing to lose and who will tell you all kinds of things. And you'll know if it's true or not. There's a lot of feedback now from an audience if they've seen the film. We haven't even started to cope in general what the internet has done to our society, because it does a lot of things. It does so many things, good things, bad things. It does so many things, you know. I mean, people go broke. A lot of people go broke. But we also, you know, as human beings, we suffer a little bit. We take things for granted, and each other too. The human contact suffers, you know. There's still some left, but it's like, what? Everybody talks in a program now. You know, yeah, you go, flip out of it, become human again. Jump out of the recipe.
Have a nice day.
I think as a director, you need to, if you want to make a film, most of the time, they're relatively low budget. So you have to be nice to people. You cannot be an asshole. You can't be. And if you're an asshole, people should just walk away from you. You know, it's amazing how much ego can kill things. That goes everywhere. It's in the office, in the parking lot, whatever. But when you're filmmaking, you know, you're asking people to do you a ton of favors and work very long hours. So you have to create an atmosphere that you know, that makes it a pleasure to still do it, you know. And that's important, because I've seen a lot of assholes, and they've made a lot of money. And that's, you know, I mean, come on, that's even worse. You know, Blade Runner will always be the jewel in my, you know, crown. And I didn't quite, you know, I felt really great when I was doing it. And it's so nice to see it travel so long and so far, you know. And that, you know, when it came out, it wasn't a film that people wanted to see. And then over like 35 years, they became back and back and back. And I don't think there's any actor who has lived through that to see it happen, you know. Why do